Hey, Saz, it's AG,
And it's Monty.
and this is going to be a real talk session, basically letting y'all know that you ain't alone. And I will explain a little bit more on this slide. So, this is going to be like our little stories, and we're going to start with me, AG. So, not too long ago, like maybe like a few days ago, or like a week ago, I don't know. But,
More like a week ago.
all right, well, a week ago, um, it was like, it was a day where I was going to go and do my latest video of the Law series, right? And I couldn't really do it at the moment because like my house was like really loud, there was like nowhere I could go that it would be like, quiet. And so what I was doing to like, I guess pass time, I was walking around my house aimlessly, going into different rooms. Well, not my house, I don't live in my house. Sorry. I was going around my place, walking into different rooms that were in my place, and just seeing how my other family members were doing, like I was just like checking on them because I honestly had nothing else to do. And ain't nobody was worried about me. They were all just doing their own thing, and I was just like going all over their shoulders and just like seeing what they were doing. I don't know, because I was like really trying not to get tempted because like my Bible was looking like that, and plus I was trying to wait to do my law lesson, so I had everything set up and everything, but I was getting like tempted, to like go on social media, like and just like get deep down in that rabbit hole that we all have been down and just get lost in those random videos. I didn't want to get like into that. So I was trying my hardest to stay strong and like, not get tempted into doing that because I've been down that rabbit hole a very like so many times and I didn't want to get stuck into that. I've been really trying not to get stuck into that very recently. And it came to the point where I came back into me and my sister's room, and the blinds were like a little bit open, and I was just looking outside, and I was just staring, and I just had like that feeling like I was lost, like I had nothing, I didn't know what to do with myself, and I was trying, like I said, I was trying so hard not to give it to temptation of like wickedness. And as I was looking outside, I just like had that feeling. I don't know if y'all ever had this feeling, but I had that feeling like I just wanted to run. I wanted to run outside, like I just felt like I felt enclosed. And it was really weird to me. It was like a feeling I've never really felt before. Cause I'm that kind of person where I can really just chill and like just be chilling. You ain't gotta worry about me. That's the kind of person I am. And so when I had like all these mixed emotions and feelings, I was really like weirded out as to why I was feeling this type of way because it's never happened to me before. And that's pretty much what we want to get into during this video about feeling lost, and not knowing what to do with yourself during this trip. But I'm gonna switch it over to Manny.
So I don't know about you guys, but I have been in this situation, and also I've heard like another Israelite, they've been in this situation to where they haven't heard from their creator in a certain amount of time. So basically I wasn't able to hear from him for a certain amount of time, longer than I was comfortable with. So I kind of went into panic mode. I was feeling hopeless, like a fish out of water. Like I didn't know what to do. And I've felt like this a couple times, but each time that he would I felt I felt like he wasn't connecting with me. Like I would go into panic mode, and then all that, but then he'd like quickly say, "No, no, no, no. I'm still with you. Chill out." But this time it was longer than that usually happens. So I went into a whole investigation. I was trying to see what I did wrong. I was trying to backtrack. I was trying to see what I can improve on, how I can do better. Like I was trying to see everything because I hate that feeling. I hate it so much whenever he hasn't talked to me in a certain amount of time. I feel like what's the point of me living? Because that's honestly our purpose in life, to serve him. So whenever I feel like distant from him, I feel lost. So I went through all that investigation stuff for a long time, and I didn't know what to do. Like this was happening during lots of the time that I wasn't making videos for a while. But yeah, I was really like panicked like for a long time. But he then showed me a sign again, that no, I'm still with you, you just gotta hold on to me, like, don't go off a string just because I'm not talking to you or because I'm not showing you like the signs that you want. Because, he ended up showing me again, but each time that happens, that I go without seeing signs from him as frequently as I want, I get into that panic mode. But what I'm learning is that he's just testing me. I can't just be panicked enough to where, like, I just give up. Be like, oh, well, he's not talking to me, so I guess I'm just going to do my own thing. No, it's probably a test. Like, I just got to keep holding on, just, see how I can do better. Because, yes, I was feeling hopeless. And I did go through all kinds of panic, but in the end, he still was with me because he will be with his people. So if you're feeling this way, just stay strong, wait on your creator, wait on him because he waits on us so much. But this also leads into the next slide of the next verses, feeling lost verses. So on Isaiah chapter 41 on verse 10, it says, "Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness." In Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 6, it says, "Be strong and of good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them. For the Lord thy God, he it is that doth go with thee. He will not fail thee, nor forsake thee." So, if you are trying your best to be with your creator, with the one who created heaven and earth, and you're trying to follow his commandments to the best of your ability, he's not going to forsake you. He's not going to leave you. You just have to be patient. It's probably a test that he's giving you. Like, are you going to fold just because, you're not getting things how you want it? Like, you have to be strong whenever those things happen. Don't be dismayed. Don't fear, Just got to hold on and stay with him because he will stay with you.
Okay, so we're going to get into Psalms 147 and 3. He healeth the broken in heart and bindeth up their wounds. So basically, we need to remember, Saws, that our Creator is with us, especially if you're doing the right thing, like you keeping His law, statute, commandments to the best of your ability. Because, like Mani said, like it's like a test. That's how I usually like to think of it. Like, I'm going like through all these tests, because he's trying our works, making sure that we're worthy enough. Because it's 50-50. We gotta put in work to receive our salvation. We gotta work for our salvation for him to for us to receive it. Because at the same time, we're not with the GC, all right? We ain't getting swept off our feet, sinners in need of a savior. That's not how it is. I also want to bring out Ecclesiastes 7 and 3. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. So, as you see here, sorrow is better than laughter, okay? We're going through all these trials, we're going to be down sometimes, because if you good and you technically live in your heaven in this life, then don't expect it from our creator later, you know? So I want y'all to keep that in mind when you're going through all these different emotions. So this is temptation. I want to read Exodus 23 and 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment. So we want to, understand that so that you don't follow the multitude into Jeremiah 51 and 37. And Babylon shall become heaps, a dwelling place for dragons, and astonishment, and a hissing without an inhabitant. So if you are like in Jeremiah 51 because you didn't want to listen and you wanted to give into this temptation, what it says at the bottom is there will not be an inhabitant. If you ain't taken with the creator's people out into the wilderness, you ain't even gonna be there because it says there ain't gonna be an inhabitant. Think about that. All right. Deuteronomy 22:5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God. Okay, so I want to like bring out there's this word that's not spoken much in my house. It's not, it's a word that we don't like to speak, and it's the word cute. Um, and that is because cute is used in this society a lot to cover up the wickedness that goes on, you know. So like if a sister is dressing immodestly, and putting not just herself in sin, but also putting our brothers in sin because she's revealing herself to them that might make them lust. They cover it up by saying, "Oh, it's okay because she looked cute," you know? And that was pretty much how it went for me when I was in the world too. Me dressing immodestly and disrespecting my body and showing myself to others, it was okay because it was cute, like how the world calls it. It's cute. And so I really want to bring that out because that's just something we don't do in my house. Well, like we'll say it, but like not for wickedly things. Um, and that's what we need to understand. We need to get away from these Babylonian ways, you know. I want to bring out Ecclesiastes 7 again, but verse 10. Say unto thou, what is the cause that the former days were better than these? For thou dost not inquire wisely concerning this. We need to understand that those days were wicked. You don't want to look back on those days and get these emotions and be like, man, it was so much easier. It was like less boring back then. Like, no, you don't want to think like that. You wanna stay strong. Ask the creator to lift up your spirit, because that's what you really gotta do. Ask and you shall receive. He will help you, but you gotta ask. You gotta ask for help. So
Okay, so in Exodus chapter 23, verse 1, it says, Thou shalt not raise a false report. Put not thine hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness. So I can relate to this from my past. I was all about the gossiping. Whether I knew it or not, like I was just always like, if I heard some bad news, good news about anybody, I just tell everybody about it. And that's not good. It's unrighteous. And I've improved on that now, but whenever I do like see other people gossiping or any of that, I just have to remember, like, tell them to stop. I can't be tempted to keep listening to those words that they're gossiping about, like those people that they're gossiping about. Sorry, those people that they are gossiping about. So you know it's not only of you doing it, it's you also allowing others to do it around you. So don't don't be tempted to listen to others gossiping, or don't gossip yourself, because that is unrighteous. In Psalms chapter 97 verse 10, it says, Ye that love the Lord hate evil. He perceiveth the souls of his saints. He, oh, he preserveth the souls of his saints. He delivereth them out of the hand of the wicked. So as I started going deeper and deeper into the truth, I slowly started to see how evil these things of the world are. And I also started to hate them more. Now that I look at how the worldly people are doing things, it kind of disgusts me. It's like, wow, they can't even see it. They can't see what they're doing wrong. Like, I've learned to hate it. At first, it was very, very frustrating. I didn't know how to deal with it, but now it's not a matter of dealing with it. It's a matter of like feeling like it's wrong and going against it from my own spirit. The spirit guides me, telling me, no, that's not right. That's wrong. So, as you get deeper into this truth, you'll always progress. And I've progressed to, learn how to hate it. Not only learn, it's just an instinct of mine now. Now that I see the people out in the world doing all these things, I'm hating what they're doing. So don't be tempted. stray away from those temptations. Oh, and also I wanted to say this. We started doing this thing in our household to where on Sabbath days we stopped going on electronics or anything like that. The reason for that is because of temptation. If we go on to, me and my sister decided if we go on to YouTube or something like that, there might, whenever we're scrolling down, we might see something that's not holy.
And we all know what she mean by that. So.
Yeah, like if it's a Sabbath day, we don't want to see anything that somebody posts that's not holy. We have to keep it holy. So that's another part of it. We had to give up what we wanted. We had to give up our temptation of just wanting to be on the internet and all that on Sabbath day because we're trying to follow our Creator, the one that created heaven and earth, and us. We're trying to keep it holy, the Sabbath day holy. So we just decided to, exclude something out, at least for that day, you can do that, So yeah, that's what we did to stay away from some more temptations or just stay away from sinning, period. So yeah. In this next slide, basically it's just saying keep calm and just say no. You have to say no to, things that might get you in trouble. You have to pass the test that you're going to be given because every day there's going to be a new test. So we just all have to fight through it. In Psalms chapter 119, verse 176, it says, I have gone astray like a lost sheep. Seek thy servant, for I do not forget thy commandments. In Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31, it says, But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. So that's another part of it. Like, yes, we fall astray sometimes, or we've fallen astray in the past. If you know the commandments, you can get back up and keep following. If you accidentally sinned, don't let that keep you down. If there is sin around you, get away from it. Say no, because if you say yes just because you're around others and you don't want to seem weird or anything like that, that's gonna get you in trouble. If you're asking for him to stay with you and look for you and keep you with him, you gotta do the same thing. You gotta stay with him, and you gotta get back on your feet after you've sinned or done something wrong. You can't just be like, well, I might be going to hell anyways. No, you should not do that. You gotta get back up and keep going. He will be with you if you stick with him. So in Psalms 119, verse 11, it says, Thy word have I hid in my heart, that I might not sin against thee. So it's not only about actually lots of people, they like to be like, well, I don't know all the laws yet. Well, you do have a spirit if you are, an Israelite. You have a spirit that can guide you and tell you, like, oh, it gives you a feeling like, oh, that's bad, and okay, that's good. Okay, so first of all, you have that. So if you feel like something is not right, it's the spirit telling you. Just don't do it. And not only that, if you don't know the scriptures, study. Because, lots of people like to be like, well, I don't know the scriptures, all of them yet, so, I can't go by them. Well, I'm pretty sure if you're on YouTube watching this video, you have enough time to go in your book and read some scriptures. If we're just being honest here,
or at least have them read to you.
Yes, because there's people that are illiterate, and that's okay. There are ways for the Bible to be read to you. Just like in AG's laws videos. She reads the laws out. That might help somebody that is not able to read. So there is always a way. The Creator will always make a way for you. You just have to put in effort to, get blessings and, have the Creator on your side out of it. So, yeah.
Okay, so I want to read Jeremiah 17, verses 5 through 8. Thus saith the Lord, Cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from the Lord. For he shall be like the heath in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, in a salt land, and not inhabited. Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, in whose hope the Lord is. For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, and that spreadeth out his roots by the river, and shall not see when heat cometh, but her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit. So basically what I'm trying to bring out in that scripture is that, well, first, we don't want to be like these other nations. We don't want to take upon their customs, and that would just be pretty much everything that's in this world, because the world is given to the wicked. Am I right? Because we are a set apart people. These laws that are back all the way in Exodus through Deuteronomy, it's all laid out for us on how our people are supposed to be. And to the best of our ability, we should be keeping those. But as it says inside in the scripture, the people that are wicked right now, that are doing what they want to do, not listening to the commandments or to our Creator, they're gonna be dried up, and they ain't gonna have nothing later on. But because we are taking in the scriptures and doing to the best of our ability, the Creator is building up our spirit and building up our strength of our spirit, and helping us through these challenges, so that by the time because the time is nigh, by the time everything happens, we gonna be good. We ain't gonna see bad coming, because we just gonna be good. We gonna be flourishing, pretty much. And so there's another scripture that I want to read, and it's Psalms 25, verses, I guess, 1 through 3. Unto thee, O Lord, do I lift up my soul. O my God, I trust in thee. Let me not be ashamed. Let not mine enemies triumph. Sorry, I don't know how to say the word. Over me.
Triumph over me.
Yeah. Yea, let none that wait on thee be ashamed. Let them be ashamed which transgress without cause. So you want to explain that?
Oh yeah, I'll explain it. So if you're around a group of sinners, let's just say, because that's what they are. If you're around a group of sinners, they want you to do something that they're doing, or they want you to go the way that they're going, or just, they want to basically have you follow them into sin. Don't be ashamed to say no. Don't be ashamed to say, my Creator does not allow that from me. Because that's a part of also temptation. Not just to be tempted to just be with your friend group, or just be okay with the people around you. Like, no, you're gonna be out of place, because this is not our place. So don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed to say you're waiting on your Creator to tell you if something is right or bad. Don't be ashamed to tell them that, I can't do that, because that is sinning. Because in the end, if you do that, if you're too ashamed to say what your Creator commands you to do, that's not good. That'll end up dragging you down. Don't be ashamed. Never be ashamed. Say it loud and proud if you have to. Like, my Creator doesn't allow that from me. He doesn't allow these sinful things. I'm sorry, I can't join you in this activity or whatever it is, you gotta stay holy to the best of as much as you can. So, I have had to say no. AG has had to say no.
Oh yeah, please.
And it's very at first it's very, very hard. But then the people around you, the more you say no, the more they're gonna get it. Like, no, you're not doing these wicked things. Because me and her, we had lots of relationships with people, but now, they know that we're not up with all that. We're not cool with doing certain things. So, they stopped asking us, and all praise. It's kind of awkward at first, but they stopped asking us, and all praise. But just say no. Don't be ashamed of it.
Yes. Okay, so, well, before we end this video by giving all praises to our creator, we want to basically, let y'all know that soon in the future, we're going to put out a video of certain things we've been doing to keep ourselves occupied, so that we don't, just get, I don't know, so that we don't get bored, in a sense, to go in sin and be tempted by everything else that's out there.
Oh yeah, I want to say something about that. I remember an Israelite sister, I think, I forgot, but she was asking, like, oh, what do you do during Sabbath? Or what do you do during this? Well, I actually had an answer for that, but, I didn't answer her. Back whenever we were in the wilderness, we were working a lot. There was work 24/7. It said, do your work for 6 days, and on the 7th day, you will have rest. Right now, we might not be able to see it because, in this Babylonian system, there's not much work to be done. Everything's done for us. We don't have to start fires to make our food or anything like that. But whenever we do step into that wilderness, there's going to be work to be done. And people are going to be very tired by that 7th day. People are going to be very, very grateful for that 7th day, that day of rest that our Creator has given us. But for those people that are feeling very bored or anything like that, it's because you're not knowing the things that you can do. You're only knowing of the Babylonian ways. The Babylonian ways are to be lazy. Babylonian ways are to be stuck on your phone or on the internet. But the Israelite ways, those aren't the Israelite ways. Us Israelites, we do things with our hands. That's what we did back then, so we should be doing it again. It's kind of hard to be hands-on with things because, most of us, we don't have the funds or, there's laws that you can't do certain things. But me and AG and also Neo, we have gotten hands-on with a lot of things in these past couple weeks because, we don't want to say that being an Israelite is boring because it's not. It's not. Being an Israelite in this Babylonian system is boring. That's what it is. So we have come up with things that we can do to, fix that problem. So yeah, that's where.
Yeah, and we hope that video will really help some of you as well,
Inspired.
Yeah, being inspired and being inspired to possibly do that as well, so you don't fall into temptations of anything of this wicked world. But yeah, so to end this video, we want to say all praises to the highest of Israel
that took us out of Egypt and will take us out again.
Yeah, the uncreated creator alone by himself.
Forever and always.
Much love to you all.